All right, guys, we're here once again. This is podcast number 2, and it literally took us 5 minutes to start this recording because we couldn't figure out when we were going to press the record button, and my guest was very confused on how counting from 3 to 0 worked. So that took a minute to teach him. But you guys are gonna enjoy this guest. It's the man you guys have been waiting for. It's Jake. Jake, say hello to the viewers.
Hello, guys. I just want to say it wasn't a confusion necessarily. It was more like typically people say we'll do it on one or we'll do it on go.
No, you were confused. It's simple. It's 3, 2, 1, and then you press the button.
But do you say go or do we just say 3, 2, 1?
It doesn't matter if you said go. It's still the same beat. Like 3, 2, 1.
Agree to disagree.
3, 2, 1, go.
Just okay. Let's.
Does that make sense though?
I mean, but the way we went about it first. I mean, I get it.
I should have explained it. That's my bad.
You know what? No, it's my fault.
No, Jake.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
I apologize, Jake.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're good. Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna get right into this. I want you to kind of tell us about yourself. Tell us how old you are. Something interesting about you that not many people know. And how long you've been going to Maranatha.
Okay. My name's Jake. We've already done introductions. Just turned 16 a few days ago.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's see what else. I'm really just an open book, I don't have many secrets. People may not know this, but I used to live in a tiny town 20 miles from the Canadian border in Idaho for like
That's
9 years of my life.
What do you mean tiny town? Like
a town of 2,000 people.
Was it like your door like a little bit shorter and stuff like that?
I mean, no, houses were, cheaper and,
Oh, yeah.
actually quite big. It was very nice. I'm not sure how, marketing and all the realtors do things, but it was pretty great,
I think because you were living somewhere where not many people like to live, it's cheaper. Because like in California,
that's very true.
People like to live here, so they just stock up the numbers.
Seattle, California, New York.
All those places, dude. All those places.
But yeah, very tiny town.
Tiny town. Did you know like everyone in the town?
It was like that,
like
yeah.
the police.
Like
and,
you
like,
knew the dentist really
mailman and
well. You knew like
your barber and stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandparents live in that kind of town, so it's cool to like go to Michigan every once in a while, visit an experience like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna jump right into the second thing I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
And you are a climber.
I am.
You have been doing climbing for how long now?
I want to say 6. I'll be generous and say 6 years.
6 years. All right, that's crazy.
No, 7. Let's
7
go
years.
7. Yeah.
All right, we'll give you 7 years, Jake. I want you to kind of tell me how you started off climbing, like who or like what kind of event drawn you to start off climbing, and what makes you like it so much.
Well, I think the first time I went climbing was in San Diego, and I was still living in Idaho. So I would visit, every summer. And so I went with my friends to this rock climbing gym for the first time called Vital in Carlsbad. And I enjoyed it a lot. And I mean, I sucked at first, but then we kept going, the next week and then the next week. And then eventually when we moved to Seattle, I started to climb a lot more, like Seattle. 3 times a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Because when we flew back to Idaho, there were no climbing gyms.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just
nowhere.
Yeah. So you'd go outside or something like that.
Climb your like neighbor's rock or something.
Pretty much. Yeah, but when we got to Seattle, a lot of gyms, and I was going a lot.
That's sick. So you think was most of your climbing in Seattle?
Yes, until I've come up here.
And when did you come here?
Well, we moved here in like July last year.
Okay.
So like it's very recent.
During the summer.
Yeah. But my dad works up here, so we'd visit him every summer.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so.
It's crazy. So what was your favorite gym? The Seattle gym or your San Diego gym?
Stone Gardens in Seattle was a very cool gym, but Vital in San Diego it's a lot better.
It's incredible.
It's like the climbing and everything.
Yeah.
And the facilities.
Just overall, it's better. Okay, well, I have a pair of shoes here.
Okay.
Pair of climbing shoes.
Okay.
And I
Nice,
want you to
nice,
look
nice.
at them, and I
Okay.
want you to let me know if those are good shoes or not.
Okay, how many times? Actually,
They have never been worn
never
before.
been worn. Okay.
Well, I've worn them. They've never been used before.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm hoping to use them soon.
I actually think this. I used to have this pair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I got another pair called Scarpas.
Are they a little steeper?
Yeah. Well, they're like orange.
Yeah.
Look a bit different. They are a bit more pointed. And then for my birthday, I got a pair of Evolve Shamans, which are like super aggressive shoes.
Yeah.
But no, these are good.
These are moderate. These are like, they said like this was good for like indoor.
Definitely.
Like,
Especially
I feel
for.
like that's what I was sticking with.
Yeah, these are really nice and they look cool as well.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, I think I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to start going climbing with you every weekend.
Dude, let's
I want
do
to
it.
make that a thing. Like, I want
down.
to get good. I got some fat
sure.
old legs, so I got to skinny those down. You know? But besides that, dude, I'm stoked. Like, that's going to be...
It's going to be fun.
I think that I'm going to be climbing, like, when I'm older. Like, that's going to be, like, my hobby thing.
It'll be cool for sure.
Isn't that cool?
It's a
And, like,
blast.
hit
Yeah.
you up when we're, like, in the 20s.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like, 28 years old and hitting up Jake, and we're just, like...
Hey, let's
climbing
go.
Together. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Next question I want to ask you is, you eat a lot. Like,
I mean,
if anyone knows you, you are a foodie.
I am.
Yeah?
Yes.
So I have a question. How much food do you think you eat? Like in one day?
Like thousands and thousands of calories. Just
Thousands and
it's so hard to say.
If you can make an estimate, how many calories do you think it is? Like honest, it can be a rough estimate. It doesn't really matter.
It varies because some days I'll be eating a lot more than others, but I would say
What was like your max?
max.
Like what was one day you were like, oh my god, this is a lot of calories.
It's probably I don't 6,000.
6,000?
I'll keep it generous for myself and say like maybe 5,000. That's even too much. We'll go 4,500.
4,000.
Okay.
Okay, that's not as horrible, but that's still ridiculous. Do you know the average?
It's like 1,700, 1,600.
It's now it's 2,500 or it's 2,500 or 2,500 or 2,000 if you want to lose a pound a week.
I have definitely not been losing.
I'm trying to lose fat. I'm not trying to lose weight, which is like a weird thing to think about. Although there's completely two different types of diets for those who are losing weight and those who are losing fat, which is crazy.
I try to eat healthy, but
You
you know, once
need
I
to,
go
bro.
buy those oatmeal cream pies from Little Debbie's, take like 5 of them, it all goes downhill.
Or what type of lava cakes?
Lava
Lava
cakes.
cakes. Bro, I should have brought lava cakes.
Dude.
We have a Domino's right down the
Yes.
street. Do you want to get like some lava cakes after this?
I got $20 on me. Don't joke. I will
go,
do this.
We'll get lava cakes right after this. Take a picture and put it at the end of this podcast.
I like it.
All right,
That's a good
perfect.
idea.
So you told me a story at the beginning of this week.
Yeah, I did.
And so we had community service due for school this Wednesday, and Jake, like most of the kids at our school, procrastinated the hours and had to do them last minute. And we have a lot of foreign exchange students at our school, right?
We do.
A lot of foreign exchange
At
students.
least a quarter to a half.
And there's a few that we like. I mean, we like all of them.
Yes,
but like
they're not
there's-
hateful.
Yeah.
I have a feeling like the audio, like once we play this back, it's going to be really bad on my
It's gonna
part.
sound completely
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
Like
Okay.
people are gonna think you have like cholesterol and stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. All right.
So I apologize.
But no, we have a
in
selective
advance.
few that we like just a little extra.
Yes.
And there's this one kid. His name's Mark. Started an Instagram like the other day.
I love Mark.
Mark's literally the best. But Mark needed community service, and it wound up that Mark got the same day and time as Jake to do community service
Yes.
at the same spot.
Also, Bennett was also with us.
Bennett was also with us. Shout outs to Bennett. Sorry we forgot you at the beginning of that intro, but Bennett, you're in the story now.
Yes.
So now Jake's gonna continue on to the story, and this is our foreign exchange student Mark, and Jake's experience at this community service at a church. All right, Jake, go on.
So first off, I want to say I love Mark.
Love him to death.
I love him to death. And I'm only going to tell of because there were so many things that happened in those 5 hours. Mm-hmm. But the one that stuck out to me the most, and here's a little backstory. I didn't understand. Like, before I came in to the church that I was working at for my community service, Benin and I had to clean the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And Mark came in, and we were like, oh, Mark. Now, at this time, I didn't understand the hype for Mark. I didn't get it.
You're like, yo, like, why does
Like,
everyone
everyone's
like this
hyping
kid?
him up. And I'm like, I don't understand. 15 minutes in, I understand. And I'm ecstatic. I love Mark. And we're done cleaning the bathrooms. We go to clean, like, the family bathroom, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Bennett's, like, taking the trash out.
Yeah.
And I tell Mark, because there's this mirror, really long mirror. And Mark, I go ahead and just tell him, hey, can you spray this with Windex in the mirror? And then wipe it down, clean it. And he does that. But he drenches the mirror in Windex. Like, it's covered. And it's dripping down the walls onto the floor. And, like, puddles begin to form. And I'm like, Mark, what are you doing, man? And he's like, you told me to to clean the windows. And I'm like, yeah, but you can't use that much. So, you know, we clean it up. And we go in the next bathroom. And, you know, he does a better job. And then we go to tell the pastor, you know, that we're done. And Mark says, because he sees a coffee pot, and he's like, I want some coffee. And I'm like, okay, just ask him. And, you know, pastor, a very nice guy, says, hey, you can have some coffee.
Yeah.
So Bennett and I are doing some more, you know, cleaning the trashes, you know, throwing it out in the garbage. Yeah. And we come back. And this, we weren't expecting this, but we come around the corner to the left, and the pastor, he comes up to us and is like, hey, so, you know Mark, right? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, does he normally put coffee grounds in his coffee? And we're like, sounds like Mark, yeah.
No, that's Mark.
And he's like, oh, okay, just wanting to know, because he was putting coffee grounds in his coffee.
That's so funny.
And there were so many more stories, but that's the one that stuck out to me the most.
That's incredible, dude. I feel like a whole. How many hours did you work with Mark?
5. No. Like 3 hours because he had to go, and then Ben and I stayed for the rest.
Yeah, I think like 3 hours doing community service with Mark is like an experience that that people should.
It made
pay
me so
for.
happy. It tripled like my experience.
That's
like
insane.
I was so fortunate,
bro. That's crazy. And do you know he's starting to be like sassy now?
Dude, he is sassy.
He asked for an apple. I gave him an apple, and then he was like, "Is this your last apple, Kev?" And I was like, "Yeah, Mark, that's my last apple." He's like, "Ooh, ha ha!" Got the apple, put it in his mouth, put his face just super close to mine, and chewed on that apple.
That's so Mark, though, because like I told him, he was also pretty sassy to me, and he was like, Ben and I told him that, you know, if you drink coffee, typically you're going to, you know, be more alert and you're not going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain that to him, and then he like stopped in his tracks and was like, I'll worry about myself. You worry about you. And Bennett was just laughing at me, and he was like, you just got roasted by Mark. And, you know, you don't think that because Mark's such a nice guy.
Yeah, no, you're just like, oh, okay, Mark. Yeah. But what happened? Mark came to school the next day, and what did he not get?
I'm trying to think. It was... What?
You don't know what happened?
I'm trying to remember.
Bro, Mark didn't sleep at all that entire night.
No, I remember now.
Kept him up. He comes to school half asleep, and he's like, Kenneth, he's like, I no sleep yesterday. And I immediately look at Jake, and I'm like, Jake, he literally roasted you and then proved your point right afterwards.
The funny thing is that when I was like during this whole thing, I wasn't feeling that well.
Yeah, no.
Like, I felt really crampy and like really sucky, but I was like, I'll be fine. And then we went into Mrs. Bauer's classroom, and, you know, I told her that, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And so that was such a crappy Monday.
Dude, that looked horrible.
It was
I felt so bad.
Because, like, when you're on the toilet, and I'm not going to go into detail,
that's fine.
obviously, because that would just be disgusting of me.
Yeah, no.
But when you are in that mood, when you have cramps, and when you are just blowing up the toilet, there's really no hope. Like, you can't go home. Like, you can't get home in, a blink of a second. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you're kind of stuck there just at the mercy of your own bowels.
Yeah, but like you wish you were just like, I just wish I was at school right now.
Yeah. It was
actually really funny because like on our way up from chem, because we didn't see you in chem, and we're like, yo, like Jake, hope you're feeling better and stuff like that, and we see you like walk out with your barf bag. After chem, because we have break in between, I went to the bathroom and I got pissed and I came out and like I meet John in chem class. He's like, yo, did you just like pee in the upstairs bathroom? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, did you see anything weird in there or anything? I was like, what the hell? No. He's like, oh, because like Jake texted me and was like, dude, don't go to the upstairs bathroom. And I don't know why. I was like, oh, that homie blew up the bathroom during Miss Bauer's class, literally destroyed that toilet. And he's like, oh, that makes sense.
I also destroyed my intestines too, dude.
Oh, that's so
like
sad.
It was like someone took a broomstick and
Okay, I get it.
started to just swirl my intestines up.
Everything around and just
insert and just go to town. And thank God for Jello though.
Is that what you had when you got home? Just Jello? Is that good on the stomach?
It's always felt good for me.
Just like soothing, and it doesn't take a lot of work to digest and stuff like
Tastes
that.
good too. I suggest raspberry.
Dude, this was a crazy week for you.
It was. And
you
then
were super sick on Monday and stuff like that. Then Tuesday, what?
Tuesday I was also
Oh, was it Wednesday? Wednesday.
It was Thursday that I was sick.
Oh,
we were talking about
but before that, it's okay. But before that was your birthday.
It was my birthday.
It was your birthday, Jake. Tell me how was your birthday?
It was like it had to be one of the best birthdays I've had.
That's incredible,
because it was
dude.
super chill, and then like I wasn't expecting it. Like I was expecting to get like a few happy birthdays.
Yeah.
But then like so many people like said happy birthday, and like so many people were like so nice and just
you liked it, bro.
Good,
Dude, the attention, yeah.
And so
what'd you do? Like what'd you do after school for your birthday?
I didn't go to school.
Oh, you did.
It was a Tuesday.
Because it was even days, you dirty, bro. I completely forgot.
It was really chill. I went to this place called Bread and Sea. It's a bakery. And I had some lunch there.
In the morning?
Yeah. Then I went to REI.
And was this with your family?
Yeah, with my family.
That's crazy.
I went to REI, got some new climbing shoes, got training cords, got a pair of Sanooks.
Training cords. You're going to start doing, like, boulders?
Yeah, well, I set up it's my second one. So I have one already, and I'm going to place it to maybe, like, the right on the other side of the wall. So I can kind of, jump from one training board to the other.
Oh, you got a second training board.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and combine those into, like, a workout.
That'd be insane. Jump from one to the other.
Pretty much.
That'd be crazy. I saw that picture of you, like, hanging, dude. That angle is just, like, that's, like, climber angle right there.
Dude, my cousin took the shot. And
bro, if we can get you in Patagonia, I can make money. So let's get you in some Patagonia gear. And let's.
I'm wearing a Patagonian jacket. I should have brought my hat too.
Dude, you should have brought your hat. I'm gonna buy a hat after you go because I got a gift card from them. So
is my thing still recording? Yes, we are still recording.
Well, of course we're still
the
recording.
Screen kind of went black. It scared me.
Yeah, dude. Okay, this is probably one of the last questions I have for you, and then we'll just finish up our conversation.
We gotta cut it short, man.
No, we're not gonna cut it short. We're gonna for sure get to this 20 minutes. But let me just ask you this quick question.
It went so fast.
And I know it goes by quick, huh?
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's so quick.
So this question was from Vanessa Batul.
Okay.
And she wants to know, who do you think teases you the most at Maranatha?
A lot of people.
A lot of people do.
So many people.
But who do you think is like always just like flicking your head?
See, like I can handle it from.
No, yeah, you handle. Yeah, no.
It does not bother me, but like. Brandon and Freddie, dude. Like,
yeah.
People can say whatever they want to me and joke around with me. I do not care. Like, that stuff does not bother me.
Yeah.
I take it. It's a joke. But they
brutal.
are good at it. They are good at it. Because they just pound it in.
Back all the time.
Yeah. Dude. We were going to, like, buy in-game tickets and, like, the text, like, I honestly got super irritated, even though part of it was my fault because I was acting really stupid about like which seats to buy. But that like whole conversation with them,
That was like a 15-minute conversation about whether to order like seats
it was like
at the right place.
it
or
was
not.
late at night too. But no, they're great people. Yeah.
No, yeah, I love both of them. They're so funny.
They
too.
are really funny.
Like just Bible class is just so
Oh,
entertaining.
you should have gone to the luau.
I was warned by multiple people that it was a waste of their time.
No, you were wrong.
They
were wrong. They were dead wrong.
Well, Jake, I saw
who did it?
I saw a pretty odd picture of you.
Yeah. Wait, who said not to go?
Huh?
Who said not to go to the luau?
3 people told me not to.
I mean,
I can't. I guess I could say their names. I don't think it really matters. Faith told me not to go.
Faith.
Pisces.
She went. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it was
is
people
she
that
part
was
of it?
there
Yeah.
that were like, "Yeah, don't come."
Okay, who else?
I forgot the other 2.
Okay. I mean, the food. I ate like 6 Hawaiian rolls, dude, because that food was not that great.
It wasn't,
but they
food.
tried. Yeah, I got that picture was after I participated in the eating competition.
And was that food good that you ate for the
The
competition?
competition was just a bunch of canned pineapple with Cool Whip over it. And I thought, because previously my stomach was like in pain, I thought it would screw it up.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Nothing?
I choked up a few pineapple pieces after. Because like Cameron and Mickey, dude, they ganged up on me and they started like squirting me with water.
That's mean.
So I had to retaliate, dude. Although I didn't get Mickey that well, but I got Cameron.
During your
After,
competition?
like straight after. That's when, because Cameron took the photo and he was like taking seconds before disaster. That's what happened. So
Right
like
after that,
they
you got soaked.
Mickey like got like he went under the table and like sprayed water
Yeah.
all over my shoes.
Oh.
And Cameron did the same. So like I poured water like on his pants and like Cameron's and like he was wearing like the Adidas sweats. So like it wasn't gonna dry anytime soon.
Yeah.
And then he like started to chase me. And then like he wouldn't listen to me. Like I was telling him, hold on.
Yeah.
Like hold on while I'm trying to run away because I was choking up pineapple.
Yeah.
And he would not listen.
Jeez.
Until he saw me like just
Ugh.
Yeah. It was but it was a good night. I mean I think karaoke was cool too.
It was a good way to finish off your birthday week, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then this weekend, getting to spend time with Ken.
Doing the podcast.
Right,
it's been fun.
Dude, it's been so fun.
You've enjoyed it?
I have, dude, time flies.
Time does fly.
Like,
It's crazy.
I can, wow.
Just...
It really does.
We're going to have you on again and get more details.
I hope so. Because there's so much to talk about.
There's so much.
It's so good.
much. All right, we're going to go over our sponsors real quick, then slowly start outroing this. So this podcast is currently sponsored by Good Vibe Media, which is my media company who promotes all the gear and pays all the guest speakers that come onto here, even though Jake's not getting paid. Sorry, Jake.
I'm a guest speaker, though.
Yeah, but I just say you guys get paid, but the problem is Good Vibe Media is still kind of small. So
Buy me a lava cake?
I will buy you lava cake, yes.
I'm down. Okay, that's good enough.
Perfect. And then our second sponsor is Locked and Tight, which is a clothing company. It's been coming around, not too big quite yet, but we're hoping to make it bigger. You've seen a couple guys wear it. You guys seen it on my Instagram. I hope you guys go definitely check it out. It's going to be linked down in the description if you guys would like to purchase some of that as well. And if you guys would like to contact Good Vibe Media, all their social media and stuff will be in the description as well.
Oh, can I say one thing real quick?
Please.
Yeah, they'll be giving away a $500 gift card to the first person that subscribes to them. And
Who? Good Vibe Media?
Yeah, right?
Oh, yes, for sure. $500 for the first 500 people that subscribe to Ken's podcast will get $500.
Yeah.
Out of Jake's bank account. Okay. Jake, I like to end these podcasts off with you giving the viewers a little bit of words of wisdom. So can I have maybe a quote that popped up to you or just something that's been on your mind that you just want to share out to the viewers?
You know, I'm not one for quotes because I can't ever remember them.
Yeah, never.
But I will say this. I always try to be, kind to everyone and always be in a good mood.
Oh yeah.
And so I would say, like, to just always try and be calm, and in any situation, just joke around, laugh it off. Like, if anything happens, the best thing you can do is just joke about it. Like, when I was on the toilet for 20 minutes, I just joked and looked up some, like, memes. So yeah, do that. That's the
good.
advice I can give you.
Thank you so much, Jake, for coming on to the
Oh,
podcast.
and one more thing.
Yeah.
To any future people that will be on this podcast, if the recording sounds really bad on my part, don't keep like moving your phone away from you, because it's definitely gonna. I don't know how Kane did it, but like his voice sounded perfect.
But he was doing the same exact thing. He was just laying down, but like he was like moving it back and forth too. The phone actually doesn't do like too bad of a job with like adjusting. And
He's
stuff.
so good, Kane. I could listen to him
Kane's
forever.
good. It's such a satisfying voice.
It is.
All right.
Next time I'm on, I'm gonna have to tell you about
Just Kane.
first impressions of
22
Kane.
minutes of you just talking about
Just
Kane.
about Kane.
Perfect.
I would love it. Okay.
Thank you so much for coming on, Jake. And
thank you for having me.
guys, we will see you all next time. All right. Peace out.